And on Dragon Talks today, we were going to be live, but now we're doing this as a recording, and we've got Dean Bottles, and he is the Pen Dragon now. That's the he's called by. It's an ancient title, and it's been honoured by the pharaohs, the saints, the scholars, and kings in the past. And there's a whole well, it's basically a whole recording where you can see the depth of that, and you can see all the dates and the lineage in it, and it's beautiful to see. And Dean is one of those that's not being corrupted by the power, and even though the royal bloodlines and maybe the past have and the brotherhoods have, his mission here is to liberate the dragon kind. And his mission here is to bring them ancient magic and free the dragons from bondage and really awaken our humanity's connection with the dragons. He's a powerful being, and he's here today, and he's going to go through his story of how he first met the dragons, because I know many of us are doing that now, and we're not quite sure what to do and how our mission is. So yeah, Dean, welcome. It's good to see you again, brother.
Thank you, Kev. Welcome to everyone. Yes, yeah, well, I guess I'll start with that. Up until 2016,
Hmm.
I just thought those were fantasy and sci-fi sort of
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
minds of Hollywood.
Yeah.
But I had recently, not long before that, awoken to on my third awakening, and
Hmm.
my awakening began in 1993, and there's been a couple of periods throughout that time since that I partially went back to sleep, you could say.
Yeah.
Still was aware of my spirituality, but never really followed it until late 2016 when change of career was forced upon me. And I came to an understanding that essentially I should follow my spiritual side. But I had a guy from America reach out to me. I'm going to have to use some curse words here
That's
um,
fine. We'll have those.
all in the context of the story. But
Yeah, of course.
this were connected to me from America, and his words were, "You have a dragon around you. I can help you connect to them." So my words to him were, "Piss off, idiot. Go smoke more weed." Because as far as I was concerned, they were fantasy.
Yeah.
And I also had the fear in my mind that dragons were evil.
Mm.
The Bible, Book of Revelations, the red dragon of Revelation.
Yeah.
So I had a bit of a fear about it. And the next day, this guy's messaged me again. Same question, same thing. I can see a dragon around you. I can help you connect to it. And my next comment was, listen, mate, I don't play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not into your fantasy game book games. Go find some other fool to play with you. Because I've never even played D&D. Never, ever, even till today. I still haven't watched Game of Thrones.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so my perception is not tainted by that side of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, after a week of daily this guy messaging me, I thought this guy's quite insistent. Maybe there's something a bit more to this than me just fobbing him off. So had a friend who I still have a friend in central Queensland, very spiritual young lady, and I reached out to her and I said, Jess, this guy tells me I've got a dragon around me. What do you think? And instead of her going, oh, bad and all this, she said, why don't you ask your guides? And look, it had been over 20 years since I'd even connected with my guides.
Mm.
So I was like, holy shit, I've got guides. That's right. I think I might connect to them. So I got myself comfortable and I went into a state of meditation. Then I closed the eyes to connect to them, and it was dragon staring me in the face. I freaked out. Holy shit, they're fucking real. They're fucking real. Oh my God. It's not make you believe. It's all not fantasy anymore. And told the guy, okay, I apologize for my rudeness, but Yes, there is a dragon around me, and he was the opener in helping me connect with it and get a bit of an understanding. But he turned out to be Draco, and he wanted me to join his darkness team,
Right.
go fight demons, and be all the nasty stuff. But
Yeah.
that wasn't me. And initially, from the start, I felt that. I got to a point where he got upset with me because I wouldn't join his army. Uh, he got nasty, so I had to block him, as you do with all nasty individuals.
Yeah.
But I'd connected with this dragon already and made a relationship. Big golden dragon, like
Beautiful.
gold.
Mm.
Well, anyway, um, after a period of time, like this dragon around me all the time, and I'm connecting telepathically with him,
Yeah.
I came to the understanding that he was actually my twin brother.
Oh wow.
And my twin brother died in utero.
Yeah.
So I was conceived as a twin. By the end of the first trimester, he died.
Mm.
And going to have to be open here. Well, in the 1970s, there was no such thing as ultrasound, let alone the technologies in medicine we have today.
Yeah.
And my mum was pregnant. She had an upset tummy, went to the toilet, had a bleed.
Mhm.
And she knew she was pregnant, so mum and dad went straight to the hospital. Oh, the baby, I've had a bleed. Oh, I'm worried about the baby. The old doc pulls out his stethoscope, puts it on the belly. There's a heartbeat still, Mrs. Bottles. Your baby's fine. So she's gone home and life continued. Well, you got to now think about that. There's a dead baby inside her womb, including a living one.
Yeah.
And that baby wasn't removed. So essentially, his body broke down and I absorbed him.
Mm.
And he's been with me ever since I was little. I've been aware of this other individual with me, but I was always scared of it. I didn't know what it was. And it wasn't until my mid 20s that I became aware that, hey, you're a twin. He's still with you. He was with me. He was walking beside me, but I was unaware. There was a period in my mid 30s where I didn't want to be spiritual anymore. And he's with me all the time. But he's essentially my foot in the dark, in the other side, spirit realm.
Mhm.
And when I wasn't confident, well, I wasn't in the mood to talk to him, he'd get bored. So 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd get sung nursery rhymes. Mary had a little lamb, and it was like, shut the fuck up. No. Why? I'm bored. I want to sleep. Fuck off. Bored. Talk to me. Well, I got to a point where I said, if you're not going to be productive and work with me, then you fuck off. And his words were, fine, I'm going to fuck off. And he took off. So for over a decade, I was alone.
Mm.
And he got bored. He said, oh, well, when I first left, I went and explored the universe. And after about 6 months, I'd seen everything I wanted to see. So what do I do? He goes, that's right, I can ascend. So he spent the next decade working on his ascension. He reached his ascension, he reached his full dragon form. And he got to the gates of ascension, you could say. And there's all the fanfare and the big sign, congratulations, you've now reached ascension. Even though it's not real, but let's put the fanfare in there for shits and giggles. But he started going, shit, damn, I can't ascend until he ascends. So he returned, came to me, and it was like, I'm here to help you. But it was one night in the shower in the middle of summer, 3 a.m., sweating like a horse. So I went and had a shower. In the pitch black, standing under the shower, he's talking to me. And then all of a sudden, he said something that I'd only ever heard my twin brother say. And it stopped me in my tracks. And I'm like, are you by chance my brother, Stephen? And instead of the wise old dragon voice, about fucking time. Oh my God, you're thick. How But are you? What's going on? What are you, a dragon? That's my true form, you idiot. So stupid. Why haven't you told me? He goes, I can't tell you. You got to work it out yourself. I can't just walk up, tap you on the shoulder, and go, "Hey man, I'm your twin brother. I'm a dragon. Congratulations! Look at it, surprise." Well, that helped change everything even deeper. So I started on my journey of my awakening to dragons, and along the way, individual dragons came into my world. And he was always there beside me as a guide. Now, his name is, everyone knows him affectionately as Shen, Shen, but his true dragon name is Mithra Shen. And this individual who introduced me to the dragons, he said, you now need to find out his name. His name is 3 syllables. Do not accept any other name.
Mm-hmm.
So out came Mithra Shen, which means the mystery of the Sun King.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I've come to the awareness over time working with him and others that dragons have a 3-syllable name, but it is their most sacred possession. It has been utilized and polluted over the history of man and their workings with black magic and dragons, that they can take that name if they know it,
Mm-hmm.
bind the dragon, and use it for their own greed.
Yeah.
In other words, dragon, go hurt this person. Dragon, do this. Dragon, do this. Dragon, bring me riches.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no concern for the welfare of the dragon. It's all about the me. What can I make myself? What can I do? How do I gain more power? Which is the individual who summoned it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's that name has been essentially removed from human history in order to protect the dragons.
Yeah.
Because they had been taken, and centuries and centuries they've been treated in this manner by man. So it was removed the history from the world, so no people who are coming forward and understanding can find this and use it against us.
Mm-hmm.
So that ties into my Dragon Lord on my Pendragon side work, which is how I came to the awareness that dragons need to be liberating or saving from the clutches of magic. But it helped me to tie into the next level of dragons that are with me. So essentially, my soul is a dragon. When I leave this world, if I leave this world through death, then I will return to my dragon form.
Yeah.
But my dragon form, my soul is essentially not just one dragon, but more than one.
Mm-hmm.
And as we evolve in our spiritual growth, we'll find that there are more than one level of the self as we go up. Each level of the self, in my case, is a dragon. But they are not just pure dragons, some are hybridized.
Yeah.
Where tomorrow's the 8th of the gateway,
Yeah.
the Lion Gateway. I'll be bringing through my Lyran dragon self.
Oh, yeah.
Like a lion, 9 foot tall, big white lion, but he's a
Shivers.
dragon. He's
Shivers.
a dragon. Mm-hmm. He's a big white dragon. Anyway, I had discovered that each level of it is a dragon, so I have connected with each level, healed each level as they've come forward and introduced themselves. And then I've integrated that part of the soul back into the being.
Yeah.
So I'm rebuilding the soul. I'm not possessed. I'm not allowing demons into my being and becoming oppressed by possessed beings. These beings are a part of me. They come from the within.
Mm-hmm.
They don't come from outside of me. So any being that comes from the outside in is not a part of the soul. And in the black magic side of things, they will summon a dragon from outside, connect with that dragon, bind it, and then you work with me. Or they allow that dragon to inhabit their being.
Mm-hmm.
Possession.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I've gone through the stage of I've got 9 dragon levels above the human vessel. I've connected, healed, and integrated all of those 9 dragons into the self. So when I do that, I not only gain the connection to that dragon, its mind, but its abilities and its DNA. It then reconnects and rebuilds into my soul.
Mm-hmm.
Or the given analogy is the soul is like a mirror. It's been dropped on the floor and shattered.
Yeah.
And all the pieces are separated. And all the little pieces that are from that large original solid mirror are a fractal of the soul.
Mm-hmm.
In my case, there's dragons. And I've reconnected those or regathered those pieces
Yeah.
and reintegrated them back into the original mirror.
Yeah.
So my soul is being rebuilt. Well, anyway, one of these dragons, his name is Law Dandra. He is one of the only 3 keepers of the original dragon law. The history, the knowledge, the wisdom that all of us out there are writing books and, like in your case, books and claiming to be connected to the dragons and have this history. But the history that man has and the history of the dragons, the law of the dragon, there is differences.
Mm-hmm.
And in my case, I have access to the original dragon law. So when I speak about 3 dragon name, 3 name or 3-syllable name, it's in dragon law. It's not in man's law, it's in dragon law. And as I've proven with you yourself, Kev, when I introduced you to your dragons, you thought you knew them, didn't you? And then once you got their name and to that proper introduction,
Yeah.
you got a whole different experience. It changes the intensity of the being that you're working with, as well as the connection you have, the ability to feel it, see your dragon, taste it, touch it.
Yeah. There's levels in
And
levels, isn't there? And as humans, we easily touch the first level, and then we don't always get the rest.
so this essentially is to one of your Dragon Thunder members who's got a book out on dragon names. She made a lovely post the other day, and I tried to all about dragon names. And I commented that dragons have 3-syllable names. Her answer to that was rubbish, 4 exclamation marks. So I can't remember her name, and I don't want to bring any negativity to her, but if she's watching, I'm talking from truth, my dear. I'm talking from true dragon with true dragon law. Anyway, I have merged with 9 of my dragons. I have also a Fae in my soul group. So I've discovered that there's 13 levels of awareness above the self. Not 9, not 11, 13. And in my case, 9 of those are dragons.
Wow.
So I'm sort of talking from a dragon soul here. When I call myself a dragon incarnate, it's because my soul is a dragon incarnated in a human form. I am not claiming to be a dragon shapeshifter. I'm not a shapeshifter, though apparently I am, but I've never turned into a dragon. I don't have dragon eyes. I don't have dragon teeth. I'm missing my front. Waiting for my new false teeth to be made. But anyway, I'm not a dragon shapeshifter, though I carry the O negative blood, which is traced back to the original dragons, the Pendragons. Using that name again. Though those who rule this world claim to also be dragons, but they have the AB negative blood. And through my connection with the dragon knowledge, it's come to my awareness that they are Dracos dressing themselves up to be dragons,
Right.
claiming to have dragon sovereignty and dragon souls, and they're entitled to rule. That's there, they have the right to rule. They stole that dragon lineage through their desire to be controllers.
Mm-hmm.
They are the ones behind the black magic in the left-hand path. Dragon works. Aleister Crowley, the man himself, or the beast they call, the most wickedest man alive. He held the position or the seat that I hold now back in the start of the 20th century. And as far as he's concerned, dragons are beasts. He works in that angle. Well, he's just another Brotherhood of the Snake member.
Mm-hmm.
Brotherhood of the Snake, and he originally was the Brotherhood of the Dragon, and the Brotherhood of the Snake, which is the reptilian side, infiltrated the Brotherhood of the Snake and then took divine rule and control over the lineage that I'm a part of. Dragons are not lizards, people, or reptiles, they're birds. We come from the sky. Our bones are hollow. That's how we can fly. We have feathers. The original birds were original dragons were feathered, not not lizard scales. But there was a period in the history of the galaxy when the Dracos had stolen the dragon DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one part of the Draco mythology is that they're masters with DNA. So just think, I'm going to go take some DNA out of Kevin Humphrey, and I'm going to mix it with Dean Bottles, and I'm going to create a new being.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've gone and taken the dragon DNA, integrated into their own through their Enki and Enlil, Anunnaki or Anunnaki aspects to create a new being. And that is where their Draco went from closer to a velociraptor with intelligence more than the normal T Rex. But they then evolved into a higher level of being and gained wings.
Mm-hmm.
And they go around stamping around in their 9 foot tall Draco bodies going, "We are dragons." Are you going to fucking argue with him? Not many people are going to argue with that. So essentially, they've been seen as, holy shit, these guys are dragons, when in truth, they're dracons. Dracon and dragon are two different beings.
Mm-hmm.
So that's for all those out there who believe that we are reptiles. Um, yeah, the journey has continued. I have been not only integrated with my dragon self, but I've learned through the various aspects in using the dragon energy for healing. I brought it into my healing work. You've written a book on dragon healing, so I would like to read that book to see if what my wisdom knows cross references with what you know. But you haven't got the access to the law that I do. But I don't want to go and read Kevin Humphrey's book and go, Kevin, you made a mistake here, buddy. That's not a part of it. I don't want to go do that because you were working with them indirectly yourself. The knowledge you've got is true knowledge. I can't go and contradict it. But as I shared with you recently in your introduction, using the sacred rainbow dragon's breath in a powerful way that, as you said, holy cow, it's like you felt it internally, externally,
Yeah.
and it unlocked levels of the self that were previously locked within you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think one of the things of addressing where some people are saying this is true and that's not true. All of it's true for the level you're at. So as you're saying, there's like 13 levels of almost understanding. So if you're in level 1 or 2, your understanding is slightly limited, and if you've got like you have all 13 levels, then your understanding is higher. And it's not that you're saying you're wrong. You're saying, well, actually, what you're saying is wrong in the full context, but for you at the moment, it's the truth. Yeah,
I don't want
that's
to
yeah,
call anyone wrong.
yeah,
So when I do try to comment using my dragon law knowledge, I
yeah,
always try to be very tactful in not putting the person down who's made the claims.
yeah,
When it comes to them calling us reptiles, I sort of stand my ground and say, fuck off, we're birds. We're avians. We are birds.
Yeah,
not reptiles.
I've seen that as well. I've seen the feathered dragons, which when somebody said it to me, I was like, well, I've never seen a feathered dragon. And then the fact that I was thinking, well, I'd like to see them. I don't see them as much. I see more the armored dragons or the soft, smooth dragons, and I've seen a couple of feathered ones. Yeah, and it's like
Well,
it's the level that your frequency is at is you see what you see, don't you?
true. Now, when it comes to the feathered side of it, think about it as Quetzalcoatl or Quetzalcoatl is a feathered serpent. They say feathered serpent. Feathered is an avian,
Hmm.
but yeah, it's not that anyone's wrong, but they're misinformed. I guess we could use the term.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen it yet. I mean, like you, when you talk about the nine levels, I've seen the nine levels. When I was in Peru and I was on some plant medicines, I through my only through my right eye. It was really strange. I could see the nine levels, and within that nine levels, there was all the realities were merging and moving between each other. Each one not knowing that the other one was there, but I could see each of them. And
Yeah.
every now and again, I'd look at the level, and they'd see me, and I'd be like, "Oh," and that was full of millions of different types of being and a lot of dragons for me. But I haven't
Well,
seen
mine have
13. I haven't
before
seen
we go
13
any
levels, which is
before
great
we
to
go any
know.
further, I will stay with the um. I lost my train of thought. I'll get back to that one.
Yeah,
So yeah, 13 levels of self. So essentially, one of my levels of self is an angel, but
cool.
actually an archangel.
Yeah.
But it's not the highest level of the self. There's levels above. There's three levels still above the angelic self.
Oh well.
And you try and tell another angel who claims to be here on divine work that, dude, there's higher levels above the angel. They don't like to hear that.
Yeah. I
So
mean, everyone's still got an ego, haven't they? And wants to be. We all want to be right.
yeah. So what I was going to say was that DNA stolen from the dragons mixed with the Dracos
Hmm.
was what began the Lyran Wars.
All right.
And anyone knows about the Lyran Wars, little do they realise that it was over DNA. And it was them stealing the dragon DNA and trying to improve themselves. But it was all good and well for them to improve themselves, but they became a negative force in the overall scheme of the galaxy, where they rule by fear, they rule by power, control. They get off on intimidation. But
Hmm.
dragons, that is not their nature. As the dragons come from a higher frequency of reality than the Draco, up here it's all love and light. Down here it's ruled by fear.
Yeah.
And they increase their ability to climb in frequency, but they didn't change their overall nature.
Right.
That's why the world has this fear of dragons, because dragons are ruling with fear, dominance, control, and power. And then pop culture's been polluted with it.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, what you do see is the dragon. You may have the rider, but that dragon's a fire breathing being that everyone fears.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you know, in your own work, Kevin, there's
Mm.
no fear in dragons.
No. And obviously other parts of the world, as in the East and the Chinese, that then they see the truer version of the dragons. They
Yeah.
though some ways they go the wrong way, they almost worship them, which you don't need to do.
Well, that's the Ling dragon or the Lung dragon compared to the ones we are aware of with the four legs or the wyvern with two legs
Yeah, yeah,
or no legs, I think it is. But either way, my true form is a Ling dragon.
right.
So at my highest dragon level, which is the solar dragon,
Hmm.
gold, and I don't have limbs, and I'm magical by nature. It
Yeah.
is a part of my being. But each of them now, one thing I want to add to the nine levels is that
Mhm.
hang on, I just want to see the time. All right, I don't want to go over the hour and have stuff to say. And Kev goes, "Sorry, mate, time to go." I want to, yeah. I've always found that the 1 hour is just not enough. So we're 25 minutes to the hour. Remind me what I was saying before I really interrupted.
You were going to talk about the nine levels again. The-
Nine levels. All right. So with 9 levels. No, that wasn't it. It's all right. Get back to that train of thought. Each level of yes, dragons. So when it comes to magic, MAGIC or MAGICK, which is Crowley's perversion of magic, it is seen that there's only 4 or 5 elements. But when it comes to dragons, we exist in 9 elements. Not 4, not 5, but 9.
Wow.
I will tell you the names of them in a minute. Yes, so they say magic or black magic. Say you got earth, air, wind, fire, and ether or spirit.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also light, darkness, maelstrom, and chaos. Maelstrom is the energy of storms, or if you want to look at it at that level of the dragon creation,
Mm-hmm.
you have the energy of the mother, the feminine, and the energy of the father. And when the two, the positive and the negative, and the masculine and the feminine intertwine, storm. And that is the creation of the life of the baby. It is through the storm energy, the mixing of the opposites to create this level of creation. And then there's chaos. So dragons can be chaos dragons. They're predominantly known as the black dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And people fear the black dragons as they are the most powerful when it comes to their elemental abilities. But in truth, they're not evil. They're used by black magicians because they are the most powerful elemental force. And then they go and turn them into do my bidding,
Mm-hmm.
go and hurt this person, go do this, go do that. People have automatically gained this dark fear of black dragons. They're just the most powerful. But with chaos magic or black magic, they see chaos as all that there is, and everything is born from chaos. But for a dragon, chaos is just another element, dude. We can manipulate that. We exist outside of chaos, and we can manipulate chaos
Mm-hmm.
through our internal magic. But when it comes to my evolution, each of the 9 dragons I've integrated and merged with, each has been one of the elements.
Right.
So I've actually integrated all 9 elements within my being. So when it comes to magic, I don't have to do a summoning under a full moon, dancing naked around a fire, going, oh, calling to the elements. I
Mm-hmm.
don't need to call to the elements. I carry the elements within my being.
Yeah.
So I don't need to externally connect and ask for favor, as it is with magic. You
Mm-hmm.
connect to a being or you call in a deity and say, this is what I wish to do. Here is an offering. Give me favor. And then the deity or the being that you've connected with goes, I'll take your offering, but yeah, there's other people in front of you, so you're gonna have to wait. So to get their magical works done, it's a time basis. There's time between the summoning, the offering, and then the work being manifest into the world.
Yeah.
Through the work that I've done, I don't need to call on any elemental beings from external or call for favor because I hold it all within me,
Yeah.
as all dragons do. So it's just a matter of accessing the internal energies and bringing my own will into being.
Mm.
And because I don't have to go and summon anyone or call on a deity and ask for favor, there is no cost. And there is no wait time because it comes from within me. I manifest what I speak. And as I showed you with the rainbow dragon language, I speak it into existence and I breathe it, and then you feel it immediately. There is no wait time. There is no,
Yeah.
oh, busy, you're fourth in line. You're going to have to wait 3 days before you can get your manifestation. No, it's instantaneous.
Yeah.
So when they say that dragons are magical beings, it's a part of our nature. It's within the core of our energy field and the elements we hold within us. I thought I'd share some of that wisdom with you, old Kev.
Sounds good.
That's the truth of it all. I want to now ask you for some questions. You got any questions, buddy?
Any questions? So if somebody is completely new to dragons, based on what you know, let's say that they are like, I take an example of a friend who's doing Reiki. He also does massage, and many other people have said to me, "There's a dragon. I've seen an eye, or I felt their presence, or they've spoken to me." How do they go from that like first encounter? How do they get to trust the dragon? Is there like a process you think you could lead people through to sort of say this
First
is
off,
how you really connect?
first off, don't piss your pants. They may be real, but they're not going to hurt you. They're not going to
Yeah,
hurt you.
yeah,
Dragons are high frequency beings on a level that is well above the human normal frequency.
yeah.
It's not until we raise our frequencies that
Hmm.
we get closer to the frequency of the dragon.
Yeah,
That's when they become visible or noticeable to us.
yeah.
It is I suppose, go through the gut. If you feel that that dragon's going to hurt you,
Hmm.
then you are still not ready. But if
Right.
you feel the love in the being and you feel comfortable, then it's a matter that you are closer to your higher frequency than you previously have been. And you're now tapping into a level that is beyond the human normal range.
Yeah.
When it comes to introducing people to their dragon, I find that there are energetic blocks in place, usually,
Hmm.
like with you. And those blocks have got to be cleared to allow the frequency to reach a level of matching.
Yeah.
Once you reach the level of the dragon energy, you'll be able to see, smell, taste, touch. If
Hmm.
you saw a dragon in front of you, like the introduction, you see a drip of sweat dripping down its forehead,
Yeah.
you lick it, you'll taste it.
Yeah.
That's how real it is on the visceral scale, is you are in the same frequency bandwidth
Yeah.
as the dragon. If you then follow your intuition and know that that dragon's not going to hurt you,
Hmm.
it's a matter of, are you open to allowing them to connect with you on a more regular basis?
Hmm.
And with most people, of course, I want to meet the dragon.
Yeah.
You got to set ground rules. You got to set boundaries. Like, hey, I'm not here for this reason. I'm not here to um, have you enter my field and unnecessarily touch me or
Hmm.
whatever. Set your ground rules. The
Mm.
dragon will always comply.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're still only on the periphery of your energy field. Our energy field is essentially like a big egg around us.
Hmm.
Some stretch further than others. The usual field stretches about 2 to 3 feet from the body. The higher frequency, like mine was about 8 feet at that time. But still, the dragon is only on the periphery of your field. And it's a lot like the vampire, where you can't come in until I invite you.
Yeah.
It's like the vampire. He can't come in your house until you let him in.
Yeah.
But it's not on the scale of the vampire and the dragon. It is that they're at the edge of your field. We have free will.
Hmm.
You can't just go and have your dragon tap in on the shoulder and go, hey, Kev, I'm your dragon. Most people would probably piss their pants, like I said,
Yeah.
and have a heart attack or freak out,
Yeah.
thinking themselves as mentally unstable, and all the works. When in reality, it's just that they're waiting for you to connect to them.
Yeah.
Now, what I've come to be aware of is that everyone who has a soul has a guardian dragon.
Mm.
Some will call it a guardian angel,
Yeah.
but it's a guardian dragon because dragons and angels vibrate on the same frequency band.
Hmm.
Dragons and angels are the same thing, essentially.
Yeah.
But it's the dragons on the periphery of field waiting for you to become aware of it.
Right.
Once you become aware of it, it will happily interact with you, but it's not until the dragon is introduced by inviting them in that you are then able to work on a more intimate level with the dragon.
Mm.
Essentially, don't be scared. And nothing in the spirit world can hurt you. But if you believe it can, then you're exposed to risk.
Mhm.
Excuse me. It's not like be fearful of the dragon. It's be fearful of other beings outside of you. As I mentioned earlier, that all of these beings have come from within my being. They're not separate from the outside of me. They're not something that I've encountered in the spirit realm and gone, hey, there's a cool dragon. Let's introduce him. Let's come and join me. It's nothing like that. These beings are a part of my being. I've just evolved myself by allowing them to become a part of the vessel.
Yeah.
How else are you supposed to ascend if your body can't reach the frequencies? Each level of self is a higher frequency. I'm just increasing my vessel's frequency bandwidth.
Mm.
But yeah, it's if you really, really wish to get the intimate level of experience like Kevin and others have had, then connect with me and I'll do a proper introduction for you,
Mm.
which is where you learn your dragon's true three-syllable name. And to those who doubt the three-syllable name's existence, I'm happy to prove that it exists. Bring your dragon to me and I'll get your dragon's name and introduce you properly. So the relationship goes from the dragon being on the outside of your field to the dragon coming into your field and into your center space. So it's essentially sharing your energy, your body's energy with the dragon. And the experience becomes so much different. Like, how many years had you been working with dragons when I introduced you to
Uh,
your?
no, 8. Yeah.
I
Eight.
had another guy who's had over 20 years experience working with dragons in magic. And then his words were, oh my God, I thought I had a relationship with them before. This is next level stuff.
Mm.
Where the dragon is then able to share your energy. You get to see it in the mind's eye, in untold detail. Feel it, smell it, taste it, touch it.
Yeah.
The
It's sort of
energies of
it's like
movement.
going from for me it's like going from being friends with people to you then moving into being in a relationship, lovers or married or whatever. It's there's
Right.
that intimacy, isn't it? That's that level. And you if
Energies at
you
that point.
haven't seen it, you don't know it's there.
Yes. But then you've seen it in the mind's eye and it's at the peripheral of your field,
Hmm.
but it's not in your field.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy shit. I had one person, most women cry
Hmm.
because it's such a heartwarming experience to feel it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's those that have got the doubt. Three-syllable name is bullshit. No, your dragon has just introduced itself in a one name that it feels comfortable sharing with you, but it's not its true name. And the three-syllable name, almost 10 to, the three-syllable name is essentially three specific separate frequencies that when uttered together, they help awaken the internal essence of the dragon's being.
Yeah.
I'll give the explanation. So the first syllable, so my name, my dragon name is, and I'm able to use it and share it, speak it, because I'm a living being and I've taken ownership of my name and essentially I own it now.
Hmm.
No one can use it against me.
Right.
My name is Shah Tor Khan. So Shah is essentially the mixture of the mother and the father energies, and it's like what we would call our surname.
Hmm.
So my first syllable is Shah. Tor, or T-O, is the location of my birth. So the cave, the elemental realm, and the frequency of my birthplace.
Right. Yeah.
Khan is my unique essence. And as each dragon has its own unique essence to every other dragon, the name should be holds. And there may be others out there with the surname with the third syllable as Khan,
Yeah.
but with the Shah Tor in front of it, they're different to me.
Hmm.
So my energy is unique in that respect. So you speaking the name out loud, all three syllables, you're awakening this frequency within the dragon that previously was inaccessible.
Mm.
And that's why black magicians use it as their means to trap a dragon. you're awakening this inner essence that is hidden from the outside world. You can go call me Khan all you like. It's not going to awaken the magic within me.
Mm-hmm.
But using the Shato Khan, it awakens the magic essence within the being.
Yeah.
Um, and the dragon will not tell you that name because it has previously been used as a means to bring dragons to submit to man.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not here to submit to nobody.
No, exactly. Sovereign beings.
We're sovereign,
Yeah.
definitely. All
Mm.
right.
One of the
Question.
questions people often ask me is, can dragons be humans? Are there? I mean, obviously that's true because there you are walking around as a human, you are a dragon. But do people are they like shapeshifters? Will people be able to see someone shift into a dragon, then shift into a human?
No, well, I don't know. I've never tried to shapeshift into my dragon form,
That'd be cool.
but I carry human DNA.
Yeah,
I am in a human vessel,
yeah,
but my spirit, my soul is the dragon form. And
yeah,
as I said at the beginning, when I leave this life, I'll return to my dragon form.
yeah, exactly.
Shapeshifting is the Draco trait,
Yeah,
where they have to use a technological means to deceive the eyes of the viewer.
mm,
So essentially, they're all walking around in their Draco body, but without this technology that help blocks the vision of them, they're seen as a human. Sometimes that technology breaks, and you see the shape shifting happen on YouTube videos with people. Sometimes they shift between,
yeah, yeah.
but no, they cannot. They do not incarnate. Though I will add to that, my twin brother Shen, he has a human body, and he will turn up and visit people in his dragon form. Once he gets to know them, he turns up in his human body sometimes,
Mm,
but it's rarely in a human form. He only turns up in his dragon form.
yeah, that makes sense. Cool.
Mm.
So, if people wanted to connect with you and they're interested in finding out their true three-syllable dragon name, or just learning a bit more about dragons, what's the best way to connect with you?
Through my Facebook account,
Okay, so I'll
I'm the
share
only
that link.
I'm the only Dean Bottles alive in existence and ever in history, so you won't find another one. There is only me. I do have two profiles on Facebook. They're both me.
Mhm.
Connect with me. Tell them that you saw the Dragon Talks, and you would like to meet your dragon. I'll happily facilitate and help you with that. But other than that, I don't have a website. No matter how much I try to get my website built, the individual keeps messing me around or not coming through with the parts. So I still don't have a website. I think that's for me in the future. I
Mhm.
do own the domain name humandragon.com.
Yeah.
That's mine, but it doesn't have a website. I don't use any other social media, though I have accounts on them all. I just find that I connect better with people through Facebook.
Yeah.
Send me a message through Messenger and say, or though, because I have a public, um, what is it? I have a not celebrity, what is it? Public figure
Mhm.
account on Facebook. You actually have to send me a friend request before you can send me a message. But yeah, don't lock your account down. It's like you send me a friend request and I look at your profile and it's locked down and I can't see who you are or any of your posts. Don't expect a request of your acceptance.
Mhm.
I'll just block you. Be open who you are, and if I can at least see a few of your posts, get the feel of your energy, because I'm sick of blocking people. They go all nice and friendly, and then they turn up to be assholes, and all they want is something me.
Yeah.
They're talking about dark stuff and hurting people, then you're not going to get accepted by me.
That's fair enough. And you're so people know where are you in the world, so they know because you're a completely different time zone.
I'm in Canberra, Australia. So
Australia.
I'm in Wizard of Oz here. Um,
Australia. because it's like nearly 10 a.m. in the UK. So and it's what, Thursday for me. It's still Thursday for you, but what time is it with you?
Yeah, but it's almost 7 p.m. here in
Yeah,
Australia, so
just to
sun's gone
show the
down. And it's
difference.
winter. And
Yeah,
it's winter
exactly.
here.
Yeah, and you're upside down.
Yeah, I'm upside down. I had to turn the phone up the other way so you could see me.
So if you're in America, who like the west coast of America, they're 8 hours behind me in the UK. So you, just so you guys, they're all around the
Oh,
world,
it's still
realize.
Wednesday in America. It's still
Yeah,
Wednesday. I live in your future.
exactly. So he can tell the future. If you contact him, he can tell you what's going to happen. But it's good to know.
Yeah.
So people go, okay, if I contact this guy now, do realize that if it might be, he might be asleep. So give it a few hours
Yeah.
for him to see your messages.
And there's been times where in the past, someone I've known have called me at 3 o'clock in the morning and I have answered. But normally I'll just ignore you and say, fuck off, let me sleep.
Exactly. So just watch out
Post the
the
dragon.
times.
Don't post the dragon. He may wake up grumpy.
Exactly. And that was one of the reasons that we didn't do the talks on what was my Sunday, because it was your like 4 a.m. on Monday, which was a
Well, it
bit.
was my 5 a.m., but then you messaged me to say, hey, the other
Can you move
person
it?
needs to do something. Can you go an hour earlier? And it's like
No,
4
no,
a.m.
no.
Come on, Kenny. Come on, mate. Give
So
me
we
a
thought
break.
we'll be kind and do it at a reasonable hour.
That's the only downside about living in this density and time is that we're all separated by distance and time in some case. And, hell, what time is it? So, 10 hours for you? So you're 10 hours behind me. But yeah,
It works.
respect.
It works in our favour as well, because when we did the Dragon Thunder, we started in Australia, the future, then we moved to Europe, and then we moved to America, and we all started on the same day at 8:30 a.m. So in some ways it works in our favour, but a lot of the time it doesn't.
So just so you know, my summit talk
Hmm.
was infiltrated by black magic. They were working very hard to stop me getting certain things spoken about,
Yeah.
and I was during the talk feeling the effects of something confusing,
Hmm.
but it wasn't until after I finished and it was like that was wrong, that wasn't right, that wasn't right, and I was like, I've been infiltrated.
Mm.
But essentially, there's a heap of groups out there, including the Masons and the Illuminati themselves, who don't want what I know spoken about. So they work hard to shut me down.
Yeah. That's
And
fair enough.
even Vinolin, who was the host on the day, he even noticed that there was something interfering. He called in the Golden Dragon Kings. So they were there. I was totally oblivious to them being present, but yet I'm a Golden Dragon King. I am one of them. And
Hmm.
I was pushed down essentially to shut me up. All the good stuff I wanted to share didn't get spoken about. They used at the time said, "Oh, wonderful, great information," but you had heard what I had really had to say. You would have been like, "Oh my god," jaw agape kind of stuff.
Well,
But anyway,
we can do another one of these. So just tap me up, and I'm having a couple of weeks off because my sister's coming down, all the rest of it. And but if you want to do
well,
something in September,
how long have you been doing Dragon Talks? And this is my first time, so
Dragon
yeah.
Talk started straight after the very first Dragon Thunder Summit, because people were like, oh, I can't wait a year. So they started then. So it's been going, what, 2.5 years ish. Yeah.
Well, and this is my first time with you, so yeah, there's obviously more for me to share,
Yeah.
but it's one of those things that, yeah, what got said got was all that needed to be said. Apparently, what I wanted to say, well, I wasn't ready for yet.
Yeah. Well, when it's ready to be put out there and there's no one blocking you, just let me know, and if you want to come on to do the Dragon Talks at 5 a.m. your time, or you'd rather do it at this time, then whatever works for me. I could do 7 o'clock in the morning my time if it works for you, or I can do, yeah. What we could
As
work
long as
together.
your animals have been fed, then that's fine with me.
Yeah, as long as they're
But I
fed, they're happy.
recently
They
played the
get fed at
animals
five.
getting
They get fed at 5:36. So I can muck
yeah.
out later.
Cool. But either way, yeah, awesome. Thanks
Cool.
for sharing, giving me the opportunity to speak. Um, awesome. Always awesome to connect with you, Kev. So
Beautiful.
love to share energy with you, mate. But I'll leave with a bit of dragon tongue, hey?
Go on then, do that.
I set my intention to bring beauty and wonder into the viewer's day. Imaraka tisharakuya gata. Imbarakaya yamaruya atasaba.
Ooh,
Yeah,
thank you. That felt nice.
lovely, beautiful. Stay awesome. We'll talk again soon, Kev. Thank you very much.
Look after yourself, mate.
Thank you. Bye
See you
bye.
soon, my ego.